Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome back to our podcast. It's Maria here, and I'm so happy you're joining me today to practice your English. Today, we're going to talk about something very important, your daily routine. We all have one, right? From the moment your alarm clock sings or screams in the morning to when you finally rest your head at night. Learning to talk about your day in English is super useful, and it's something you'll do almost every day. I'll share a very normal day in my life, using easy and clear English. Listen for the phrases and sentences you can use to describe your own day. This will help you sound more natural and confident when you speak. So, let's dive into a typical day. Just relax, listen, and imagine your own day as I share mine. My morning routine. My day usually starts quite early. My alarm clock goes off at 7 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I hit the snooze button just once, maybe twice. It's hard to get out of a warm bed, isn't it? First, I get out of bed. Then, I stretch a little. It feels good to stretch my arms and legs. After that, I usually head straight to the kitchen. I don't really feel awake until I have my first cup of coffee. So, I make coffee. While the coffee is brewing, I drink a glass of water. Staying hydrated is important. After my coffee is ready, I sit down for a few minutes. I like to check my phone for any new messages or emails, or sometimes I just look out the window. It's my quiet time before the day really starts. Then it's time to get ready. I go to the bathroom, I wash my face and brush my teeth. After that, I choose my clothes for the day. I try to pick something comfortable. Finally, I comb my hair. Now I'm ready to start my work. My afternoon routine. My afternoons are usually quite busy. Around 1 o'clock, I start to feel hungry, so it's time for lunch. I usually eat lunch at home, but sometimes I meet a friend. I often make a simple salad or a sandwich. After lunch, I get back to work. I spend a lot of time on my computer. I answer emails, I write scripts for our podcast, and I prepare lessons for my students. Sometimes I have online meetings. These meetings help me connect with people and plan new things. In the middle of the afternoon, around 3 o'clock, I often take a short break. I might get up and walk around my apartment, or maybe I'll step outside for a few minutes to get some fresh air. Sometimes I grab a small snack, like a piece of fruit. This helps me feel refreshed and ready to continue working. I usually finish work around 5 or 6 o'clock. When I finish, I like to close my computer and stretch again. It's good to move after sitting for a long time. My evening routine. Evenings are my time to relax and unwind. After work, I usually make dinner. I enjoy cooking, so I try different recipes. Sometimes I cook something quick and easy, and other times I try something new and more exciting. After dinner, I like to clean up the kitchen. I wash the dishes and wipe the counters. A clean kitchen makes me feel happy. In the evening, I enjoy different activities. Sometimes I read a book. I love getting lost in a good story. Other times, I watch television or a movie. I also like to listen to music. It helps me relax. Sometimes I call my family or friends to talk on the phone. It's nice to connect with them. Before bed, I have a few final steps. I usually prepare my clothes for the next day. This saves time in the morning. Then I go to the bathroom again. I wash my face and brush my teeth one last time. Finally, I get into bed. I might read a few more pages of my book or just think about my day. I usually fall asleep around 10 or 11 o'clock, and then the cycle begins again the next morning. You see, a normal day has many different parts. By practicing these phrases, you can easily talk about your own day, whether it's very ordinary or full of surprises. You are doing great by listening and understanding. You see, a normal day has many different parts. By practicing these phrases, you can easily talk about your own day, whether it's very ordinary or full of surprises. You are doing great by listening and understanding. Now, let's go much deeper. Let's explore every small moment of a normal day. We will go very slowly, step by step. Listen to every detail. Imagine each action with me. This will help you understand English for every small part of your life. It will be very interesting. So relax, just listen. Let's start from the very beginning of the day. My eyes are closed. I am sleeping. It is dark in my room. I can hear nothing. It is quiet. Then, a sound. It is a soft sound first. It is my alarm clock. It starts to sing. A quiet song. The sound gets a little louder. My eyes are still closed. I hear the sound. I know it is morning. It is time to wake up. My body is warm under the blanket. I feel the blanket on my skin. It is soft. It is cozy. I do not want to move. I think, 5 more minutes, please. So I reach out my arm. My hand finds the phone. My finger presses the button. The alarm sound stops. It is quiet again. This is my snooze button moment. I close my eyes again. A few minutes pass. The alarm sings again. This time I know I must wake up. I open my eyes, slowly. My eyes see the ceiling. It is white. My eyes see the walls. They are light blue. I see the window. It is bright outside now. The sun is up. I take a deep breath. In and out. I stretch my arms above my head. I stretch my legs. My body feels long. I feel the bed under me. It is firm. I push my blanket back a little. It feels cool now. I swing my legs to the side of the bed. My feet touch the floor. The floor feels cool. I stand up. Slowly. I am standing next to my bed. I walk slowly to the bathroom. The floor is cold under my feet. I open the bathroom door. The light is off. It is a little dark. I reach my hand to the wall. My finger finds the light switch. I push the switch. Click. The light comes on. It is a bright light. I walk to the sink. The sink is white. There is a mirror above the sink. I look in the mirror. The sink is white. There is a mirror above the sink. I look in the mirror. I see my face. My hair is messy. My eyes are still a little sleepy. I turn on the water tap. Water comes out. It is cold water first. Then it gets warm. I cup my hands. I take some water. I splash the water on my face. It feels cool. It feels fresh. I use a towel. The towel is soft. I dry my face gently. Next, I take my toothbrush. The toothbrush is blue. I take the toothpaste. The toothpaste tube is white and blue. I open the cap. I squeeze the tube. A little toothpaste comes out. It is white. I put the toothpaste on the toothbrush bristles. I put the toothbrush in my mouth. I move it up and down. I brush my teeth. I brush the top teeth. I brush the bottom teeth. I brush the front teeth. I brush the back teeth. It takes 2 minutes. Then I rinse my mouth with water. I spit the water into the sink. My mouth feels clean. My teeth feel smooth. After brushing my teeth, I walk back to my bedroom. I open my closet door. The clothes are inside. Many different clothes. I think about the weather today. Is it warm? Is it cold? I choose a shirt. A t-shirt. It is soft cotton. I choose pants. Blue jeans. They are comfortable. I take off my pajamas. I put on my shirt. I put on my pants. I put on socks. My socks are white. I feel dressed. I feel ready. I walk to the kitchen. The kitchen is light. The sun is coming in from the window. I go to the coffee machine. It is black. I take a coffee filter. I put it in the machine. I take coffee powder from a bag. The powder smells strong. I put 3 spoons of coffee powder into the filter. I close the filter. I fill the water tank with fresh water. I press the start button. The machine makes a sound. It is a soft noise. The coffee starts to drip, drop, drop, drop. The smell of coffee fills the kitchen. It is a wonderful smell. While the coffee brews, I go to the refrigerator. I open the door. It is cold inside. I see milk, eggs, fruit. I take out a glass bottle of water. It is cool. I open the bottle. I pour water into a tall glass. I drink the water slowly. It feels good. It feels refreshing. My body wakes up more. My coffee machine makes a final sound. Beep. The coffee is ready. I take my favorite mug. My mug is white with a picture of a tree. I pour the hot, dark coffee into my mug. Steam rises from the coffee. It smells so good. I take a small spoon. I add a little sugar. 1 spoon. I stir the coffee with the spoon. Clink, clink, clink. The sugar dissolves. I take my mug. I walk to the living room. I sit on my sofa. The sofa is gray. It is soft. I hold my hot coffee. I take the first sip. It is warm and comforting. I feel truly awake now. I pick up my phone. It is on the table. I unlock it. I quickly look at messages, maybe a text from a friend, or an email from work. I do not spend much time, just a quick check. This is my quiet time, my moment before the day really starts moving fast. The sun shines through the window. It warms my skin a little. I hear the birds singing outside. Chirp, chirp. It is a nice sound. This is how my morning starts. Every small step, every small detail. A very detailed afternoon routine. After my quiet morning coffee, my day truly begins. I put my empty coffee mug in the sink. I walk to my desk. My desk is brown. It has my computer on it. The screen is black. I press the power button on my computer. The screen lights up. It shows many colors. It takes a moment to start. While it starts, I stretch my back. I stretch my shoulders. I sit down on my chair. My chair is black. It has wheels. I log into my computer. I type my password. The computer screen shows my work desktop. Many icons, many files. I open my email program. It loads. I see many new emails. I start to read them, one by one. Some emails are from students. Some are from colleagues. I think about each email. I type my answers slowly. I want my answers to be clear. I send the emails. Click. Then I open my document program. This is where I write. I open a new document. I start to type. My fingers move on the keyboard. Tap, tap, tap. I am writing a new script for our podcast. I think about new English words. I think about new topics. I think about how to make it easy for you to understand. I write sentences. I write paragraphs. I read them again. I make changes. I delete words. I add new words. This takes a lot of time. It needs focus. Around 12:30 in the afternoon, my stomach starts to make a sound. Grrr. It means I am hungry. It is time for lunch. I save my work on the computer. Click. I close the programs. I stand up. I stretch again. I walk to the kitchen. I open the refrigerator again. I look inside. I see fresh vegetables, green lettuce, red tomatoes, yellow peppers. I see cheese and sliced turkey. I decide to make a simple sandwich. I take 2 slices of bread from the bag. I put them on a plate. I take a knife. I spread some mayonnaise on 1 slice. I put lettuce on the bread, then turkey, then cheese, then tomato slices. I put the other slice of bread on top. I cut the sandwich in half, triangle shapes. I pour a glass of water, cold water. I take my sandwich and my water to the living room table. I sit down. I eat my sandwich slowly. I chew the food. I taste the tomato. I taste the cheese. It is fresh. It is good. I drink my water. I feel my hunger go away. I feel full. After lunch, I take my plate and glass to the kitchen sink. I turn on the water. I use dish soap. I wash the plate. I wash the glass. I put them in the drying rack. The kitchen is clean again. Then I go back to my desk. It is about 2 o'clock. I open my computer again. I start another task. Sometimes I have an online meeting. I open the meeting program. I turn on my camera. I turn on my microphone. I see other people on the screen. We talk. We discuss ideas. We make plans. I listen carefully to what people say. I speak when it is my turn. Meetings can be long. Other times I do research. I open my internet browser. I type words into the search bar. I look for new information, for new ideas. I read articles. I watch short videos. This helps me learn new things for our podcast. I spend a lot of time reading. My eyes look at the screen. My brain thinks about the information. Around 4 o'clock, I feel a little tired. My eyes might feel heavy. My body might want to move. This is my break time. I stand up from my chair. I walk away from my work area. I go to the window. I look outside. I see trees. I see people walking on the street. I see cars moving. I take a few deep breaths, in and out. I stretch my arms up. I stretch my legs. Sometimes I walk to the kitchen and make a cup of tea, hot tea. It helps me feel warm and relaxed. I drink my tea slowly. I hold the warm mug in my hands. I look out the window. I rest my eyes. After about 15 minutes, I feel refreshed. My energy comes back. I am ready to work again. I go back to my desk. I continue with my tasks. I might do some editing for our podcast or prepare images. My workday usually ends around 6 o'clock in the evening. I save all my files. I close all programs. I shut down my computer. The screen goes black. My work is done for the day. A very detailed evening routine. As the workday ends, my evening routine begins. I stretch one last time at my desk. Then I stand up. I walk away from my work area. I feel a sense of relief. The work is finished. Now it is time to relax. The first thing I do is usually go to the kitchen. It is time to prepare dinner. I open the refrigerator. I look at the vegetables. I look at the meat. I decide what to cook. Tonight, I will cook chicken with rice and vegetables. I take out the chicken. It is cold from the fridge. I put it on a cutting board. I take a sharp knife. I cut the chicken into small pieces. Next, I take vegetables, a carrot, a green pepper, an onion. I wash them under the water tap. I dry them with a towel. I cut the carrot into circles. I cut the pepper into strips. I cut the onion into small pieces. My hands are busy. I can smell the fresh vegetables. I take a large pan. I put it on the stove. I turn on the heat. I add a little oil to the pan. The oil gets hot. I carefully put the chicken pieces into the hot pan. They make a sizzling sound. Shh. I stir the chicken with a spoon. It turns white. Then it turns a little brown. I add the vegetables, the carrots, the peppers, the onions. I stir everything together. I add some spices, salt, pepper, a little garlic powder. The kitchen starts to smell very good. It is a warm, inviting smell. While the chicken and vegetables cook, I wash the rice. I put rice in a pot. I add water. I put the pot on another burner. I turn on the heat. The water starts to boil. Bubbles. I turn the heat down low. I cover the pot with a lid. The rice will cook slowly. After about 20 or 30 minutes, the chicken and vegetables are cooked. The rice is cooked. I turn off the stove. I take 2 plates. I put rice on one side of the plate. I put chicken and vegetables on the other. My dinner is ready. I take my plate to the living room. I sit on the sofa. I turn on the television. I watch a simple program, maybe a cooking show or a documentary. I eat my dinner slowly. I enjoy each bite. The chicken is tender. The vegetables are soft. The rice is fluffy. It tastes delicious. I feel full and satisfied after dinner. After I finish eating, I take my plate and fork back to the kitchen sink. I put the plate in the sink. Now it is time to clean the kitchen. I take a sponge. I put soap on the sponge. I wash the plate. I wash the glass. I put them in the drying rack. The kitchen is clean again. It makes me feel good. Then I go back to my living room. I like to read a book in the evening. I pick up a novel. It has many pages. I sit on my sofa. I open the book. I read page by page. My eyes follow the words. My mind imagines the story. It is a quiet activity. Other evenings, I might watch a movie. I choose a movie online. I make sure it has English subtitles. This helps me learn more English. I enjoy the story. I hear the English words. I read the English words. This helps my listening and reading. Sometimes I call my family. I pick up my phone. I dial my mother's number. It rings. She answers, "Hello, Maria." We talk for 20 minutes or half an hour. I tell her about my day. She tells me about her day. We laugh. We share news. It is nice to hear her voice. Or I call a friend. We talk about our week. This is an important part of my evening, connecting with people. Before I go to bed, I do a few final things. I go to my bedroom. I look at my clothes for tomorrow. I decide what to wear. I lay them out. This makes my morning easier. Then I go to the bathroom one last time. I wash my face again. I use a gentle cleanser. I brush my teeth. My mouth is fresh. I turn off the lights in the living room. You are doing an absolutely incredible job listening to all these details. This is what real English sounds like, broken down into every small step. By listening this deeply, you are training your ear and your brain to truly understand English in all its tiny parts. Keep listening. Keep letting the English sink in. Your English is getting stronger and stronger with every word. All right, wonderful English learners, that brings us to the end of our very detailed daily routine practice session today. I know it was long, but by focusing on every small action, you are truly building a deep understanding of English in everyday life. Remember, every little bit of practice helps you get closer to fluency. If you found this video helpful, clear, and easy to follow, please show your support by hitting that like button. Share this video with anyone who wants to describe their day in English. And most importantly, subscribe to Learn English with Maria so you don't miss any of our upcoming lessons and practice sessions. I would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and tell me, what is one detail from your morning routine? Or what is your favorite part of your evening? Thank you so much for learning with me today. Keep practicing, keep listening, and I will talk to you very, very soon on Learn English with Maria.